they love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
You ain't going to burn me.
Let's go, D. Kill.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. This defense for the Vikings, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now a second down and 6.
Right there. I'm coming.
Check. Crunch. Bang.
Slam. 58 for Mike. 58 for Mike.
To throw, it's Lance. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On play action, Lance. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Trey Hendrickson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Lance, the screen pass here to Cohen. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20. Not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Three and a half to go, first quarter. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Watson now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Two chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. On the give, this is Eckler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the red zone now, Watson. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. Flushed out right.
Oh, my God. Get the fuck out of here, dog.
A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are on the board first. On the
oh, Isaiah, dog.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
2nd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Lance.
Bro.
It's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes one extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the end zone, Watson. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that
And he is into the end zone.
Woo!
Baltimore
There we go. Straight and chain. Let's go get him in the buckets.
Henry, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we are tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
All right, come on, y'all.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
Oh, I missed him.
Coach right now, he always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Shit.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
These two teams all tied after one. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Watson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
What?
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On 2nd down, Eckler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On the jet sweep, here comes Fuller. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Casey Hayward makes the tackle.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Now a toss, running left, Eckler. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Got good stuff there.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. He'll get this to Eckler. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Back to throw, Watson. There goes a
oh no, y'all.
End zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Will Fuller, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it.
Man, come on, bro.
Escape, and down he goes. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Throwing on first down is Lance. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And some space here.
No, sir. No, sir.
The way in for the Ravens touchdown. Robbie Anderson. His third touchdown.
Okay, what did you say, babe?
Now on the
I was
year.
trying to score on
And the
David.
Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
What's up? The Italian sausage? Yeah, I was gonna put that on the the grill, but I probably just gonna put it in there. Feel it. What'd you put in there?
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Oh, yeah, back over there. Yeah, watch this kind of thing.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Okay, so what has he been doing? He kind of running it.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Generous.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. On the move to his left.
Why?
And that is incomplete.
No, I'm talking to the
Down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Now it's the backup Keenum.
Man.
Into the secondary past the 40.
Jump,
and he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Running on first down, Eckler. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, Keenum. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Keenum on first down. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Faking the give, now Watson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go.
Bro,
deep
come
right
on,
side.
y'all.
It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Tyler Boyd. His second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. Gano now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20.
There's this commercial of like this man talking, but he's talking with his butt. I'm like, why would they make a commercial like this? Yes, it was really weird.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Play action, now it's Lance. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And Lance going to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And
Man, catch the ball, dog.
Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he will find his man Ruggs. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Lance. Got a man open.
Get down, Tyler. Fuck.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Oh.
The Vikings have to like their position. They got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Now room for Eckler. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. 61 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right.
Bro.
That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I don't think that you should have shown this. Wait, do you not like pickles at all?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And this one is incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson.
Kiss the ball.
That'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he's got room. Touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Gano for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Hey, Jada.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
Nope.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback, because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now on 2nd and 13. Watson, throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. It's Eckler. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Good luck trying to get your running game going against Ndamukong Suh. I mean, he is so strong. Just trying to move him, take one guy, 2 guys, whatever. I wish you a whole lot of luck. He usually converts an offensive running game into rubble.
2nd and 11 now. Off of play action, it's Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a 2nd interception of the ball game.
And, partner, part of what's gotten him the 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
Flushed out right.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On second down, here's Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Is that, what you call it?
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. And they'll go for it. Lance. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the ViKings, they have the football now in excellent field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the ViKings pick up the first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, Watson. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Now Eckler. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Here's Watson. Got a man complete. It's Fuller again. And he is out of bounds here. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Mack. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Quick throw completed by Watson. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Gano the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Off of play action, here's Lance. Steps away to his left. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And Lance now to throw. And he fires one incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Here's Lance. Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now a play fake. Lance. And his throw here is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 22. The Ravens on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Lance. Escaping the pressure right. And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. First down, a run with Cohen. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the Vikings are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, The NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. He'll buy some time right. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 79 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And Watson's going to throw it here. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson, they'll run the screen with Mack. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 17-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Watson now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No. What a second half with the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was.
Backup is Alabama. When she finds out he was cheating on her, she wanted to throw him under the bus. That was the competition. She had a great opportunity. It's time for electric to turn into lightning. An electric truck that can haul on both ends. That can help build your house. And if need be, power that house. That feels like a bullet train and works like a freight train. The fully electric F-150 Lightning.
In the crowd, your data has the power to do the extraordinary. Connect, integrate, and govern all of it on a single AI-powered platform. The Informatica Intelligent Data Management Cloud. Informatica. Cloud first, data always. With this balsam hill tree, you can fill your home with the joy of the season. Made with craftsmanship you'll love for years. Balsam Hill's true natal foliage makes this tree look stunningly realistic. Add a twinkle to your holiday magic and decor that inspires merry memories. Bring the holidays home with balsamhill.com and enjoy free shipping.
My kids love this game. It's Movie Studio. I'm ready for my close up. Partay. Go there. LOL Surprise Movie Studio. And the Oscar goes to Mom.
Are you shooting the track family?
I'm not sure. I haven't answered. I haven't answered. Why are you asking me?
I was just asking, just trying to ask what was going.
It's time to make every day launch day on Smartsheet, a dynamic platform for building, sharing, and launching work. Good morning, I'm Savannah Sellers. And I'm Joe Fryer. Another giant leap for mankind. They want folks to shelter in place until this storm pushes through. Traveling to the United States is about to get a lot easier. Morning News Now, streaming weekdays at 7. There can be few things in life as shocking, as disorienting as the sudden death of a loved one, especially one so affectionate, so endearing, so apparently happy. When the dreadful news came of the word murder attached, I couldn't think of someone who would want to hurt the man. I couldn't think of anyone. Richard and his scouting buddy Bill Fanning spent the evening together the night before Richard was killed, and so Bill heard him with a phone call from Stacy about their plans for Valentine's Day. He said, "We're making plans to get together."
Oh, how cute. I just know it's those little Colorado license plates. Oh, yeah, when I did.
Hey, Stink, come here. Jada, come here. Come here.
A week later, he was at Richard's memorial.
Wait, what is over here?
Stacy asked
Restroom.
him to give the eulogy.
Really?
One of the most
Mhm.
difficult things I've ever done.
Oh, this next week.
I remember looking down at the honorary pallbearers
Oh,
were all
okay.
scouts. There was not a dry eye there. At the end of the
Tell us,
ceremony,
my
everybody
niggas
wrote
still ain't
messages
played.
to Richard on balloons and released them into the air. All fond memories, said his nephew.
All this shit just falls back onto the world somewhere.
Real personal little story. Richard
A
got me
little pollution.
my first knots and my paint. Richard helped
Damn
me
it.
become my first fire. You could tell the Cub Scouts he was working with that he touched their lives